Hi, this short video is all about launching and landing from the steps at York City Rowing Club and on the Ouse in the city. This arrangement is quite special. It's very narrow steps, and we place the boat onto the water, trying to avoid any damage to the fin and or rudder. Securing the boat here. We point the gate into the river on the land side, and in this case it's the stroke side blade going in, the handle towards the bows, the blade paddle to the stern. We secure it, and this video is actually intended for novices or people who are unfamiliar with the way that we have to boat here, given the very short narrow pieces of wood that we have to land and take off from. Place the oar away from any area where it's going to interfere with you getting in the boat, either your body or your knees, so we place it forwards towards the stern. Take your shoes off to avoid damaging the equipment in the boat. Keep your weight forward and keep the weight on the land side. So you can see all my weight is averaged out on the land side, in this case stroke side. I'm gripping the bottom of the step because I've got a limited reach, and I'm closing down the bow side gate quite safely and without any adverse movement in the boat. With the blade on the riverside feathered, I now have a stable support. I can keep that underneath my armpit in order to complete my preparations, such as putting the shoes in the boat. I'm now ready to go. I'm going to reach the handle, legs down, and I'm going to lift. You see me lift the boat so it's balanced, using the hand height at the handles to be even. Here we go. Is another rower keeping the hand height even as he swings the handle past his body, and we push off once again. This boat's a bit more level and we're just pushing off here, but we're putting pressure on the side of the step or the bank in order to lift it away. Now we end up with a boat pointing backwards into the stream, so we're going to back down a few strokes to give us room to get the bows around using the land side oar. So backing down a few strokes and then pulling it round to make sure I can point across the river. I also check whether it's safe, and here we have somebody pushing away again, backing down, keeping the stern travelling out into the river and then pulling the boat round once there's room. Checking also that it's safe to do so. Here stroke is backing it down, doing the same sort of thing, keeping the boat moving away from the bank to enable bow, in this case, to pull the boat round, checking at the same time that it's safe to cross. Here is a situation where the bow man has, as is normal in this club, backstays, that's me holding the blade, shaft. Okay, I'm checking the orientation of the oar, and I'm going to swing it round, push it round and capture it without having to do anything else, and nobody else has to help me. Okay, let's come on to landing now. I line up with the downstream end of the step marked there, and I let myself coast in under the boat, the momentum of the boat, without too much speed. So I'm coasting in quite gently, and here you see it coming in. Now it's going to hit the bank, but I slow it down using my riverside, bow side oar in this case, to slow me down, and it keeps the bows away from the wood or concrete, depending on the level of the river. And here I'm just coasting in with my landside blade on top of the wood, and it allows me to land smoothly. There you can see the boat inching away from the step, and here it is again, the landside blade coming in over the step. We always use the lowest dry step, both to launch and to land, because this is the one that's going to give you the greatest stability. Once I'm on the land side, I keep my weight on that side and allow me myself to undo the gate of the oar and get my shoes out and prepare to get out. Keeping my weight forwards, keeping my weight on the land side of the boat. It's quite easy to step out and then complete the process. Shoes on, blades away. I'm lifting the boat out. Now if you turn the boat like I'm turning, be very, very careful not to scrape the bows on the concrete. So I'm standing well away from the concrete, close to the river. I'm putting the stern of the boat in the water to allow that to happen. And thanks for watching. I hope this is useful to you. A good reminder for those who are still novices on how to launch and land.